I've got a bulb video for you guys. I shot it all in one take. I didn't want to have to do a bunch of editing. There may be a couple of cuts just for noise or whatever in the background that I had to wait for, but otherwise, super amateur. I just wanted to talk about the bulbs. I hope you enjoy. Let's talk about bulbs. So, I got some bulbs. And it didn't start off like this, but like this, you know, at Home Depot. I have been fighting with myself every spring when I see everybody's daffodils and tulips coming up out of the ground after the snow, and I am kicking myself because I didn't plant any, because every fall I get cold feet and I chicken out. This year, no more. I finally decided I'm going to plant some bulbs. Originally, I had started with a 30 count of daffodils from Home Depot and a 30 and 25 count of tulips from Home Depot that averaged out to about 50 cents per bulb. I thought that was a great deal. I feel like you want to charge at least $1 to $2 per stem for your sorry, my cat's making noise over there. I feel like you want to charge $1 to $2 per stem to make your bouquets profitable, and 50 cents per bulb seemed like a fair start. And then Costco happened, and Costco is selling 50 bulbs for $12.98. It's the TASC brand. I have zero experience with bulbs. If I'm not mistaken, all bulbs come from Holland anyways. But I thought, what a great price for me to try this out and start with. And you might not be able to see this, but I've got, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bags from Costco. So most of them are tulips. I did add a 45 count of daffodils, so I have a total of 75 daffodil bulbs. I didn't go crazy with daffodil bulbs because they will naturalize, they will split and continue to shoot up every year with more flowers. So I'm putting them in the front garden bed where I don't need that space, so I can leave them in there. And then I created a new little garden spot just beside my deck stairs that I don't usually plant anything there, so I can leave the bulbs there and let them do their thing and come back each year. But the tulips are one and done. So when you're harvesting them, you're either just pulling the bulb right up out of the ground, or you're snipping them off and pulling the bulb out later, or however you're doing it, they're one and done. They don't come back as nice each year, most varieties. So let's see what I got. I tried to organize them. They're not all like exactly the same. These ones are a later tulip. I did choose a few that were early because the sooner the better. But these are some single late. They are a beautiful color. They are nice and tall, so you get a nice long stem out of them. There's a couple of those. And then, ooh, okay, so check these out. These are Mistress and Queen of the Night and the Jimmy Ronaldo. I hope I'm saying that right. I might not be saying that right. But I grabbed these because it looks like it has these ones inside, and I would have gotten way more of these if they had them, but they are so gorgeous. Queen of the Night, and I've heard that they make an excellent cut flower because they're nice and tall. So these varieties have them in with it, it looks like. And another really nice single bloom. I did get a bunch of doubles. I have heard that double blooms sell really beautifully. So we've got some assortments here. Those might have been the same bags. I don't really know. I tried to organize them. So these are my doubles. So I've got my lates, my tall ones, my doubles. These ones are just like special ones, like the parrot. That's a really beautiful option as well. So I'm excited about those. And then these ones are really pretty. They're called Flaming Flag, Purple Flag, and White Flag. So white, purple, and then a mixture of white and purple on one. Look how beautiful that is. So those will get nice and tall as well, and excellent for cut flowers. So I got a couple bags of those. And then the last ones, this is probably going to be a little bit of a surprise because they are literally just an assortment, but they advertise that they are great for cut flowers. So that's those. I've got my assortments, I've got my lates, I've got some fancy ones, I've got my doubles. I have, well, how many did I say were up here? So that there's 14 altogether, so 13 are up here. What's 13 times 50? They say not to do math in public. Anyways, plus my small bags here. So I've got a lot. If I plant them egg carton style, I technically have room for something like 1,300 bulbs. I think I have around, I'll say 600. I feel like that's a good start. I don't want to spend my first year with too much debt and regret. So this is a good investment to start with. And if they're successful and I can even sell half of what grows, even if I only sell half of what grows, if everything grows, I will still make my money back. And so it will be a great learning experience. My farm stand is starting to gain a little bit of traction in terms of like people know I'm here, people are buying my eggs, and I really want to promote cut flowers. So this is a good early season cut flower, and then I can continue to grow everything in my flower farm. I grow zinnia and all those other types of flowers, so it'll kind of like get the ball rolling on the whole flower season. And not to be forgotten, I did also buy some music garlic. I have some that I was going to just plant out, but I'm afraid it's getting to that cutoff time. They say they can only store for so long, and I harvested them last July. So it might be a little late to try to put those in the ground. I may still do it and just see if anything happens, but otherwise I've got some fresh ones here because my other goal is selling lots and lots of garlic. So stay tuned for this. I did prep my beds. I need to do a little bit of amendment. I can't put these in the ground this week. We're having a warm spell, but once the ground is cold enough, they're going in. So watch for that.